Alright, so welcome to the last video. We will be finishing by sorting rows in a table and then also filtering the information in a table. So let's go ahead and start by creating that table. Whenever you want to create a table of the information, you don't need to highlight everything. What you need to do is start in the top left corner. Always make sure you include the heading row. So I want to start in A5. I am going to insert table, and I guess the only thing is just make sure you have selected exactly what you want. So here we have the absolute cell of A5 through G13, and that's correct, so we go ahead and hit OK. If we wanted to change the appearance of our table for a different color, we could. We'll go ahead and keep it at that light style 9. The next thing we want to do, and keep this in mind with the directions for the future assessments, in order to edit the table, you must be clicked within the table, and that way it will give you the table tab. You'll notice on a couple of them, the directions will ask you to add a total row. That does not mean to click here and type the word total and find the functions. In the table tab, we have a check mark for the total row. So put a check mark in the total row. What that does is, by default, it just gives you the auto sum. If you want to click this downward arrow next to it, so you see how every cell you click in, the little downward arrow pops up, go ahead and click the downward arrow next to it. Again, sum is the one chosen, but these are the other options we could have. I actually want the sum for everything, so we are going to copy the formula. Notice when it's a table, it kind of looks a little bit different in the formula bar. We're going to copy the formula all the way through column C. So we've never done this, but we're going to drag fill to the left. So go ahead and go to the bottom right hand corner and drag fill that formula to the left. So there it is. The next thing we are going to do is some sorting. I think the most important thing is, I always use the example of online shopping. People get so confused with sorting and filtering and what the difference is. Sorting is keeping all of the information on your workbook still, but still sorting it basically ascending to descending. So A to Z, or 0 to 10, or Z to A, or bigger number to smaller number. All the information's there. Filtering is taking out and picking and choosing exactly what you want to see. So with that being said, let's go ahead and do our first sort, and we are going to sort the state. So go ahead and click state, and up top you can see sort and then filters. So we are going to make it easy, and we're going to do ascending, which is A to Z. So go ahead and click ascending, and you can either X out or just click out of it. So you can tell when I have manipulated or formatted something because the downward arrow changes to this. So this is technically the picture for ascending, and you can see A to Z. There it is. Now I want to go a step further, and within each state I would like to do another sort. So this is called a custom sort, which is a sort within a sort. I want to also know within each state how much my sales are going. So I want to, within California, I kind of also want to do some type of sort within column F. Same thing goes with down here. I want to do another sort. So in order to do a custom sort, I must go to the data tab. If I just clicked it here, it would get rid of the previous one, so I can't do that. I must do it this way. Data tab, and right here is the sort button. When I click the sort button, it gives me any of my sorts I have already created. So of course it's sort by state A to Z. So within that, I would like to create a custom sort, or a sort within a sort. So go ahead and hit the plus sign. See how there's some blank blue areas? That's where we're going to, you can click anywhere in that area, and that's where we're going to choose. Total sales less returns, and I want to choose largest to smallest because I want to see who sold the most. So that is what my custom sort is going to look like, so click OK. And now you can see the 3 sales within California, if you go to column F, now I have created a custom sort, largest to smallest. And any others the same right here, the bottom 2, largest to smallest. Again, that's a custom sort. Go ahead and save your work, and we're going to do filter. Again, I think of the example online shopping. Say I only want to shop for mediums, so I'm going to filter only those to only see those coming. Sort, everything stays there. Let's go ahead and click the state drop down arrow again, and now we're dealing with the majority of the lower half, filter. If you do not have a whole lot of data, you can simply do check marks. But let's say you have a list of 100 or so labels or 100 or so records, then you would want to do something simpler like this choose one to get rid of things. Since we don't have so many this time, let's do it the first way. Go ahead and deselect the select all, and we're just going to choose the CA and the WA to view. Okay, you can either hit this X or just click out of somewhere. Right there is my filter, and notice the icon changed to a filter as well. Alright, go ahead and click the total sales less return drop down arrow. And I'm just going to show you the other way. I could again deselect and choose just the ones I wanted to view, but let's do it this other way. So go ahead and choose one, and I want to choose less than. And when you choose something like this, you must type in a value here. So I'm going to choose less than 50,000. And click out. And there are my answers here. I still have just these 2 states, and within these 2 states, I'm showing everything under 50,000. Alright, go ahead and type your name in cell A25. And we are not going to print, but we're just going to look at what it would actually look like. So let's go to File, Print. And mine shows up in black and white, of course. So if we would want to look at how the printing went, I have on 2 pages right now, so you could always adjust. I'm going to go ahead and click this way. Instead of portrait, I'm going to go landscape, and now I can fit everything on 1 page. So I would print that. Go ahead and cancel. So you can see right here, it all fit perfectly on 1 page. Don't forget to save your work. And when you're done with these tutorial videos, the first assignment you're going to work on is skills review, which is extremely similar, and there's a picture of what it should look like in the end.